Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and this is another Smash Your Stash collaboration video for the month of April. This month we are focusing on using up loose papers in our stash. This is a collaboration, as I mentioned. It is a hashtag collaboration, which means you need to click on the hashtag in the title or in the description of this video to view all the other collaborators, and you definitely want to check them out because they always come up with something interesting. So I am going to be focusing this time on this stack of papers. A good chunk of these are from the Hip Kit, and then just random cardstock pieces I had left over from my Black Friday purchases. I know, I'm a little embarrassed. But you know how it is, you just kind of stick them in a pile somewhere and then just don't get to them. So today we're going to get to them, or at least this month we're going to get to them and try and use some of them up so I have less to put away. So what I am intending to do is to make a journal, something maybe similar to this, or it could be completely different, but the concept is the same. So I want to make a friendship journal, which is basically where I house cards that I receive from friends and YouTube subscribers, and this one is just about full, so it really is time to make a new one. And there's still a few spaces, so it's not super pressing, but seeing as I have this cardstock out, why not, right? So that is what I'm going to work on, and lucky for you, it's only going to take a few minutes before I show you what I came up with. Okay, so before I use up all the scraps to kind of prove that I've been working, I've used up 20, well, I've cut into 23 12 by 12 sheets. So these are what's left of the branding strips. Here's a little piece that's left on this one. And then I have all of these still attached. And then these are just scraps. So 23 pages. I'm making 2 journals, and I am going to try and use up as many of these scraps in the journals, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Okay, so sometimes you just have to call it quits. I'm running out of time. These are the scraps from the 23 pieces of cardstock. You know they're going to go in my scrap bin, which means the next time we have a scrap challenge, they will probably resurface. I did make 2 little journals. They're basically the same, but they're not. And I used 2 golden books, Richard Scarry's Just for Fun and Snow White. And the reason why I chose these, of course, because I think of the friendship that Snow White had with the 7 dwarves. So that kind of fits the theme of a friendship journal. And then the Just for Fun, well, you could use this for like a theme park trip or something like that. I just thought that having all of these people together kind of symbolizes friendships. Plus there's a page in the book that was perfect for this. Now this album, I actually used some fabric to bind it with this strawberry fabric. I thought it was kind of fun. And when you open it up, it's basically just over half a sheet of cardstock folded and then sandwiched with another piece of cardstock folded to create a pocket at the top, which has a tag. So I can add smaller cards on here and then into the pocket. And then of course I can add cards on all of these surfaces. Now this one here, I included some of the artwork from the book, and I tried to pick ones where it looked like they were friends playing, hanging out, that kind of thing. And this one is a little bit of a flip up. So this would be a pretty small card, but you know, you do get them every now and then. So I can still make that work. Or another thing I can add in here are like messages, text messages, email messages, that kind of thing. So the rest of it is pretty much the same, other than if I added a pocket like this one. So this is a pocket up here, and another piece, another image from the book, more tags, another image from the book. This one here is the page that I was talking about, where it says, "Someone I love may write a letter to me," which I thought was very appropriate. And this one opens up, and I didn't cover this side, so this is just purely for decorative purposes. And I think that is just about it. I've added one more page from the little golden book. And of course, when I actually go to fill this in, if I want to add any additional trim and stuff like that, I definitely can. Okay, so the Snow White book I did a little bit differently. I covered that in cardstock instead of using fabric. I might still do some sort of label or something here and call it like a friendship journal, or maybe put that on the back. Not sure yet. Originally I had thought to put like a spine hook, but I had already glued everything down, so by the time I thought of it, so it didn't quite work. Now I love a lot of the artwork from the Snow White book, so I tried to incorporate some of my favorite pieces in here as well. Same idea with some flip ups, but basically it's a half a page and then a tag. And then this one here, I really liked this image, and then on this side I left it open. I might still go back and add a piece of cardstock. Yeah, I might do that just to cover that up. And then this is one of the full pages. On this side it was just all text, and so I just covered it with some cardstock. This is a pocket. And then another little flip out. I didn't care for the image on this side, so I just added some cardstock to make it all work. And another full page. And this last one has no pocket, so I chose, rather than gluing these two pages together to form a pocket, to do this insert. So that is it, my friends, for this month's Smash Your Stash. Be sure to check out the other collaborators, and until next time, happy crafting.